Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping in on this video. Hopefully you enjoy it and you like it. If you do and you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like on this video. It helps the channel out. I appreciate it tremendously. Your guys' support is amazing. But in today's video, I did a review of the Karcher K1700 pressure washer that I got. And I have the parts that I mentioned in that video. If you have not seen that video, I will try to link it up in the corner of the screen. Go back, check that video out. I'm just showing the K1700 pressure washer that I have, things that I like, my thoughts on it. But I got some stuff that I believe is going to make it better. We will test it out. We will see if it really does or if it doesn't. But personally, I think it will. So let's check out what we got for it, and we'll do some testing and we'll see if it makes it better. And I also have some exciting things for detailing and testing stuff out, but I'll show that to you guys right now. So here is the Karcher K1700 pressure washer that I have, that I showed you guys. Went over some of the things that I really like about this little machine and some things that I don't like so much. The things that I don't like so much definitely is not the performance, does not affect this machine at all. I have a box here, and in this box is stuff that I ordered that I believe is going to make it better, like I just mentioned. So in this box here, this is a box I ordered from MTM Hydro. So we've got some parts in here for the Karcher. So I went ahead and opened it up so we don't have to do the, cutting, unboxing whole process. Let's check out what we got in here. I will kind of explain some nice packing. I will kind of explain why I got this stuff and why I believe it's going to make it better. But so in the kit, I'm going to say the first thing that I ordered, I think it's a really good deal at this time. I will link it in the video description down below. But for $202, I will show you what you get for $202. I did add some extra stuff, but for the $202, you do get this nice smaller SG28 by MTM Hydro spray gun. The fittings are already on it, torqued on, the quick connect. So a nice smaller little gun. So that came in the kit. Then it also comes with the, I believe they call this the Lance. So it's just a longer extension. Once again, quick connect fittings are on it, attached, torqued. So you can put that on to the gun there and make it longer. I will show you guys that as well. In the kit, you get this nice 3/8 4,000 PSI hose. Once again on this as well. The quick connect fittings, they're already on, torqued on, they're not loose. So we have a nice 3/8 50-foot hose. I believe that is going to be really nice. They also send 2 of these adapters, like what you're going to need to be able to hook up the pressure hose to the Karcher. These come in the kit as well. One of them is a 14 millimeter and the other one is a 15, I do believe. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. And then also in that kit as well, right here, we have, if I can turn it around so we can see it, we have the MTM PF22 Professional foam cannon. You guys see a lot of reviews on other YouTube channels of this foam cannon. I am definitely not a professional by any means, but we will be testing this out with all kinds of different soaps. So if there's a soap you want to see ran through this, how it works, how it foams, all that good stuff, definitely let me know. So that came in the kit as well. This other stuff I added in. So I added in some nozzles because that was one of my gripes. I only had a 15-degree nozzle. So in here I do have a 40 and others. With these, as you can see, I did go right up top here with the 3.0. I will explain some of this thinking to you in a bit. Also got some quick connect fittings for a garden hose. One of those will go on the pressure washer. I will show you that. I believe that'll help. That way you're not going to strip anything out or wear it out. It's just a nice quick connect to make things easy. And so I did not order this. MTM sent this, so they got a nice little bottle opener, a koozie, and looks like some stickers in there. I will open that up. We'll check that out as well. So basically in that kit for that $202, this is everything that is included. The foam cannon, the hose, the lance, the gun, trigger, the end, and then those quick connect fittings for the hose. For the $202, that's an absolute excellent deal, because if you were to buy all this separately, you're going to be spending over $400. And then once again, just the nozzles and the hose, garden hose quick disconnects. I ordered those separately, but that's some of the stuff that I wanted that's going to make it a little bit better. But this really had my interest because I get a really good foam cannon, plus I get a longer wand if I want. So I'm just showing this to you again. This is the Lance on the sprayer. So that is quite a bit longer, which would be nice for if you need it to be longer. I think personally I won't use that a whole lot, especially for washing cars, because just the gun end of it will be a lot easier up in the wheel wells. But that is nice that you can make it longer. So we just got a side view here, just showing you guys the Karcher K1700. This is the stock hose. I'm going to just take it off. So the 3/8 hose is bigger than the stock hose, as you can see if we put them side by side. One thing I do believe there, with going with a bit of a larger hose, is it's going to increase the gallons per minute because it's going to flow a lot more. So basically with a pressure washer, with your hose size and nozzle sizes, you can increase your gallons per minute or your PSI. You can't do both at once. Yes, this is the optimal stuff, that's why Karcher gave it, but look at this hose, how it's just, you can see how stiff it is compared to this hose that's nice coiled up. You can tell it's a lot more pliable. It's going to be a lot nicer. And then, like I was showing you guys in the package, they got these nice little packages stapled shut. You're going to have your 2 ends that you're going to put onto the front of your machine for your quick disconnect for your hose. As you can tell, they both have quick disconnects. And then they have your O-ring fittings that screw on. You're going to have to just see, so that one is too big. It definitely does not fit in there. So it's nice that they do include both of these. That one does. It's a M22 is the thread, but you're just basically going to get that screwed onto your machine. You're going to want to make sure it's tight so you can get a pair of pliers on there, tighten it by hand, do whatever you want to do and feel comfortable there. So now we have a nice quick disconnect. We won't be wearing these threads out, unscrewing it, screwing it on. So with the disconnect, basically, if I can keep the machine from, just pull that collar back, put it in, there you go. That is literally all there is to hooking up your pressure hose. That's going to be extremely nice, because then when you're done, you can just basically unhook it. You're not unscrewing. Then, like I mentioned, I picked up these quick connect garden hose ends. I'll show you real quick with this as well why I think that this is a great upgrade for this. So you're going to have your one end that screws in. So where you hook your hose up, instead of screwing your hose in all the time to this, basically you can just get this end screwed in. You're definitely going to want some pliers. You're going to want to make sure all your fittings are nice and tight on this, that it's not going to come loose, because you're not going to have to be screwing your garden hose in this to put it in, take it off. Then you can take your other end that is going to go on your garden hose. It screws on, has a nice rubber washer, and it is a quick disconnect as well. Same thing, your garden hose will just attach like that. You turn your garden hose on, you're good. When you're done, you just unhook your garden hose from it. So that's going to save the threads. Personally, the threads, the seals, that is a great upgrade there. So you have your 2 quick disconnect fittings on the machine. Then if you watch that video, this is the spray gun that comes with the Karcher. For me, the grip on it is a little bit big, as you can see there. I don't, as we're dripping water out of it. I don't like how big that is. It is definitely a lot more comfortable with this one. So you can see the difference between the two right there. But we do have the longer lance on there if you want it. If you don't want it, you can just take it off, put your end in there, and then you have a nice short gun there. So thankfully for me, this big bulky Karcher one, along with their junky hose, I will not be using. I will be using this really nice 3/8 4,000 PSI hose that they sent. Then, like I was saying with these tips, I would explain it. So I got them in a 3.0 nozzle, because I figured with the 3/8 hose in the 3.0 nozzle. One thing I will mention real quick is on MTM's website, they have a really awesome, very easy to use nozzle calculator for best performance out of your machine. Basically, you enter your PSI, your gallons per minute. They give you a calculation of what nozzle to use. So I went with the 3.0. It's definitely a little bit bigger than what the machine originally comes with, but that is going to be upping our gallons per minute. And when you're upping your gallons per minute or your PSI, you're not going to be doing anything like super crazy by upping it, you know, a full gallon per minute or thousands of PSI. It's going to be small differences. I think upping the gallons per minute and the PSI, I don't think it's going to be hard on the little pump and the motor in this. I think it'll probably actually be easier on it because it's not producing that PSI. So hopefully we get good longevity out of this machine with it, and I will definitely be doing updates with that as well. So I just wanted to show you guys, as well as the MTM foam cannon in the box that they sent with. So in here we have a user manual, some directions. You have your bottle, nice little bottle, very heavy, nice metal end for it. Inside, it's nice, that is the orifice. So it comes with that orifice, and then they also give you another one. Let me find out the sizes on that, and I will tell you there as well. So your little pickup hose. Your little pickup hose is basically going to go into the top of your foam cannon itself here. It's a very nice, tight, snug fit. So that's your pickup hose, so you can be getting it from the bottom of your bottle. The fittings are not pre-installed, but they are pre-taped in here, so you're gonna have to put your fittings onto your MTM foam gun. Then they also have a spare filter for the foam gun as well. So like I was mentioning, in here is your orifice. So it comes pre-installed with a 1.25, so that is a 3.5. That's going to be for a higher pressure. This nozzle that they send here in the little bag is the 1.1 millimeter 3.0. So we are definitely going to be going with this 3.0. We will be installing that into the foam cannon for optimal foam. This one is going to be too big for my little pressure washer that I have. Very simple and easy to do. As you can see in here, it just takes a flat tip screwdriver. You're going to screw that out. I would keep it, put it in this bag, put it back in the box, and then screw in this 1.1. If you're having something with higher gallons per minute and higher PSI, you're going to want to go ahead and keep in this 1.25 millimeter or 3.5 orifice that's in the foam cannon. I do not, so like I said, I will be changing that out. I don't really feel like I need to change that out on camera. It's pretty self-explanatory with just a flathead screwdriver. And then I will also put in my quick disconnect fittings. I'm only going to need just my one quick disconnect, and that will just screw in to the foam cannon like that. And you just want to make sure you get it tight. So this is the stuff that I'm really excited for that we got for the Karcher. We're going to be trying it out. We're going to be doing some testing. Let me get everything set up, fixed up the way I want it. We will test this thing out and we will see how good it works, what kind of foam it produces, how much pressure it has, if it's lowered the pressure, the water, all that great stuff. So let's definitely head out. Let me get this thing set up, then we'll head out and we're going to check this thing out. So I've got the pressure washer out, hooked up. I've got all the air purged out of it. I've got the new hose on it, along with my new sprayer on it. This is the MTM 15 degree. I'm going to show you a comparison with that because right here is my original 15 degree. The MTM has a larger orifice in it. I do not need to use my extender. I'm going to just use this. So let's see if it produces. We should be, with everything being a little bit larger, we should get more gallons per minute flow. Like I said, it's not going to be anything crazy. So let's see if we have that, and let's see how the pressure is, and I will show you on the hood of the car. Maybe I'll roll some old clips with the old hose and stuff, and let's just check all that out and see if we can tell a difference. I'm going to just rinse the hood, maybe a little bit of the front bumper. So let's see what we think of this. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Personally, I would say we have a little bit more water and a little bit less pressure. Nothing tremendous, nothing to really be scared of. So I do like that because I feel like I wanted just a little bit more water. So I'll bring you in closer. We'll see this. I'll just rinse a little bit more, and then let's get on to some foam cannon testing. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do some foam cannon testing. I wanted to show you guys. We have the old Karcher. You can see the hose too. This is the original hose and wand that comes with it. I have my MTM foam cannon here. I have 3 ounces of Adam's car shampoo in it, and then the rest is warm water. It is all mixed up. So let's get this hooked up on to this Karcher hose and wand. Here it's a little bit long and pretty heavy on the end. I'm just gonna foam a little bit. That way we don't use all this. I'm gonna hook my other hose back up with a new hose and the new gun, and we will see if there's a difference in the foam as well. I will bring you guys in closer. We will have this all the way to the plus for as much soap solution as we can. So let's go ahead and start foaming and see what this thing will do. So here's how much we've used. Let me get you guys off of the tripod here. We're gonna check this foam out. I am surprised. It has done a good job with the foam. As you can see, it is sticking on the surface. I hate doing this, but there's how thick it is. It is pretty thick. Here it is on the wheel. There's a plane flying over if you hear that. So it has done a good job. I'm hoping we get more foam, so let me switch out the hose and the end. We'll get it hooked up with the foam cannon again. I'm gonna get this foam rinsed off and we'll see the difference. Okay, so we have the new MTM SG28 along with their hose. Here's what was left in the foam cannon. Haven't done anything with it, still the same ratio, still warm. I switched that hose out as fast as we could. Let's start foaming with this and see if the items that I've purchased is going to make a difference with the foam and just overall washing. Okay, so as you guys can see, yes, that has made a difference. You can see the whole thing, it's got a lot better coverage. It's not coming off as much. You can see where I wiped it the first time because the panel is clean there, but there is definitely a lot more foam. There's the wheel, you can see it dripping off. I don't know if I showed the hood last time, but here is the hood. I mean, crazy amounts. It is definitely a lot thicker. I wouldn't say it's shaving cream, but it is thicker. It's getting better coverage. So I would say the hose and everything has made a difference. But you guys in the comments down below, definitely let me know what you think. Okay, so you guys let me know, what do you think? Did the money spent for the hose and all the MTM attachments, did that make a difference? Me personally, I say yes, but I'm curious to see what you think as well. I'm super happy with the foam that we got out of that. For 3 ounces of just the regular Adams car shampoo, I mean, that is not a snow foam or anything. That is just a good car shampoo in my opinion, personally. But it did foam really well. It didn't do bad with the stock setup either, I don't think. It was still a decent job, but I think with the upgraded hose and everything, it did definitely bump up how much foam we were getting. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hopefully this is helpful. I would strongly recommend this stuff. I will put a link for everything in the video description down below. I think if you have an electric pressure washer, these items that we've done are definitely a must, and I think it would just make that pressure washer that much better. Yes, I do know it's more. I spent more on attachments than I did on the pressure washer, but the attachments with it, if my pressure washer dies out one day or I upgrade or whatever, all these attachments will go over to a new pressure washer, so it's not just money wasted, it is money invested personally with it. But yes, it did do a good job personally. I want to know what you think, so definitely let me know. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching the video. You guys know the drill. Like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't, come join the MeanBee 392 family, and I appreciate all you guys' support, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, take care.